Hey homies, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Jacynta again. How are you guys doing? What's going on? This week we are continuing on with our Halloween theme, which makes a little more sense this week because we're transitioning from September to October. So yay for getting it right. We're going to be doing a glam clown look inspired by Keilidh Cashell. She's one of my favourite makeup artists, in case no one could tell. So what I've done is ignoring this part of my face, I've done my base, including priming, foundation, concealer and bronzing. I haven't done my brows yet, I haven't mapped that out in my head. What I am going to do is just sort of sharpen the difference and map out where should be glam and where should be clown. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so now that there is this very stark line difference between my face, I'm going to go in with a very old white face paint and attempt to blend that across the non-foundation side of my face. Okay, so already this isn't really going to plan because you can see all the stroke marks, but we're going to make it work. We are determined to make it work. I am going to set this real quick with my setting powder, and then what I might do is attempt to work on the brows. So I'm going to keep the brows the same thickness, unlike the original inspiration, where she's just got like a line. Gonna keep them the same, but one will be like normal fluffy brow, the other one's going to be like thick dark black. So I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, reset my brain a little bit, and I will be back with you guys. Yeah, it's a vibe. That's all I can say right this minute is, yeah, it's a vibe. So clearly I've done my brows. I also went ahead and primed my eyelid on this side because we're not doing much to this one, I promise you that. So what Keilidh's done is like this beautiful red sort of smoky eye. So I'm going to attempt to recreate something similar using the 39L Hit the Lights palette, using this top corner up here where all the reds are. Hopefully we can do it justice, and if not, well, we gave it a red hot crack. Just so you're aware, what I did to get this brow was use my Colourpop eyeliner. I used my angled brush to scrape out all the white face paint. I used my black cream gel liner to draw in my brow, and it is horrifying. Horrifying. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a relatively fluffy brush and dip into the shade Hot Stuff, which is the sort of medium red, and we're gonna buff that into the outer V and the crease. And I put a fair amount of eyeshadow primer on just because reds are really hard to get off. Really damn hard. Which has also made my life really difficult right now because it's hard to put it on. Oh my lord, I'm so gonna regret this. I can sense it already. I've got the reference photo like underneath my phone that I'm filming with at the moment on my tablet, and I'm actually noticing she's got like a relatively brown lid, which there is a very warm toned brown in this same corner of the palette. So I'm gonna go in a minute with a slightly smaller brush and use the really bright red to sort of, leaky nose, buff out the one we've just put on. Smaller, fluffy. Smoke it out. This is the shade Daring, because it's quite the daring look we're going for today. Of course my nose picks now to be hella damn runny. Yeah, look. I don't need this to be too perfect. It's just a quick little glam moment. I'm going to go in with this brush and the shade Serve Looks just to deepen up that crease. I hope, we'll see. I actually sent a photo to my mum after I did my brows. I was like, guess what I'm turning myself into today? And she was like, the Phantom of the Opera. Like, lol, no. And I sent her back a clown gif. GIF, let me know how you say it. I personally say GIF. And, yeah. She gave me a shocked face, which she's definitely gonna have when I'm done with this. Alright, and then we'll go for a little packing brush. I'm gonna go into the shade For Real, which I've never actually used before, so fingers crossed this goes okay. I also don't think my tablet recognizes me at this point, so already I don't look like me. That's definitely a good start, right? Right? Alright, and then I'm just gonna go into the shade Hookup, which is a lighter brown from the other end, and just layer a little bit of that on top, just to sort of give it a little extra warmth. I need a fluffy brush. I'll use the one we used for Serve Looks, whatever it was called. Yeah. Oh, that is dark. Keilidh also smokes it out underneath, so I'm just gonna take a tiny little bit of For Real straight under the lash line. And then a little bit of Serve Looks, the tiniest amount. I'm gonna go back in with For Real. And then take the Daring shade, just a little bit, just to buff out the bottom. Alright, and then I'm gonna go in with a relatively small brush, and I think we'll go for a mix of Attention Please and Extra Attitude. These are both glittery shades that are in the palette. And put that on the inner corner. But I think it probably needs a little more brightness in there, so we'll just mix a bit of Beam into it. This eyeball feels like a mess, but lashes will fix it. Lashes will fix it. And then just taking Beam on its own. My nose is so runny right now. I can't handle it because my nose just does not want to cooperate today. I think I want it a little more glam even, so I'm just going to use the same brush and go into Gleam Big. And I'm just going to slather that onto the... That's not the right shade. No, I changed my mind. We're going into Strobin. I don't know if this is helping or not. Still need something warmer toned. Glow Show. Just a mix of stuff, just to, you know, give it a little mix, little bit of dimension. You guys know how I am with that at this point. It's not gonna look great close up, not gonna lie. But from this distance, which is like less than a meter, it looks alright. It looks alright. I'm happy with that. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of the brushes I've just used for that. We are gonna leave it there. Actually, I want a little bit more of Gleam. I am going to quickly dip into my NYX Strobe of Genius palette. With the brush we tried to blend the face paint out with. I'm just going to go straight into the light shade. Actually no, the usual mix. The usual mix. A little bit above the brow as well. And that completes that side of the face. So now comes the challenge, because I have never done this before, like creating a shade line across the face. So Keilidh did a little tutorial on this the other day, and what she normally does is goes in with a lighter colour and then a darker colour for like the highest points. So I'm going to take this little ass brush. In this photo she's used like a black, so what I might start out with is a deep brown. We'll go in with the shade Makeout Sesh, and we're just going to gently pat this all along that line, very gently, very lightly, and we'll buff it out. Alright, so what I've actually done is I've used, because the face paint is still quite sticky, like it doesn't set very well. So I've used the fact that it's wet to sort of blend out that one colour. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a fine line brush and that exact same colour and just go like right along the edge in some of the like points where I think the drop off would be steeper. So I'm going to give that a crack. Alright, and then I just had another look and I've looked really closely, and there's actually some like highlight detailing along the like normal side of the face. So I'm gonna attempt that with my white liner felt pen. Alrighty, just a little something like that. And now I'm getting scared again because I have no idea what I'm doing with my life. I am gonna take a mix of my type and daring, but the slightest touch like of daring. You can see how much that's picked up. I'm just gonna buff that under the eye. Sort of something like that. Doesn't need to be too tidy, too messy. And then what I'm gonna do is we have like a black liner moment going on. So I think what I might do is grab another angled brush, this one's slightly fluffier, and go in with the shade Till Dawn, which is the black in the palette. And we're just gonna create like a sort of, not a wing, but a liner for that spot. Alright, so it's not my best work, and frankly, I don't really care. It's a clown, it's not meant to look pretty. So I'm going to go in with my cream gel liner and just quickly swipe that across the bottom lash line, bottom waterline. Something a little bit like that. Alrighty, now comes for the real fun. As we have this big ass red lip, it starts to snake up, and this big red nose. So I don't know if I want to do that in lipstick or in eyeshadow. What I might do is for the nose, start with lipstick. This is the NYX matte lipstick in the shade Eden. Might create my dot there and then set it with the shade Daring, and then we'll go in and do the lips with this. The nose is done. Time for the lips. I'm going to do it with the exact same technique, and I'm going to overline the absolute crap out of my lips and then draw up the snaky bits, so stay tuned for that bit. Okay, so I went ahead and I put some mascara and a lash on, just the one for the glam side. It feels so wrong, but yeah, this is the final look. I love it. I have never been so proud of myself. My mum said it was creepy, and her boyfriend was like, alright. My boyfriend thinks it's low-key scary, and he plays a lot of zombie games, a lot of horror games on the PS4 and every other device he's had since that, but like before that. So I'm winning. I'm actually scaring people around me. So this took maybe an hour or two. So if you're willing to put in the effort for Halloween, I highly recommend, because I low-key love. Absolutely love. I'll catch you guys next week. Stay well, my dudes.